Hey everyone, welcome back to Profit Playfield. My name is Zach, and this week we've got a lot to break down. After weeks of volatility, the markets are finally showing signs of life, with tech and AI stocks leading the charge. From Nvidia's rally to Warren Buffett making bold portfolio shifts, we'll cover all the biggest moves that shaped the market this week. We'll dive into President Trump's latest tariff announcements and how it impacted investors this week, break down key inflation data, and see why the S&P 500 and Nasdaq are approaching record highs. Plus, we'll take a look at global market trends and what's coming next for the future. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for your weekly dose of market insights. Now, let's jump into this week's biggest stock market stories. On Monday, February 10th, we started the week on a strong note, with U.S. stocks rising despite President Trump's earlier announced tariffs of 25% on both steel and aluminum imports. Investors seem unfazed to this new tariff announcement, as the Nasdaq led the gains with a 1% increase the day, and followed by the S&P 500 up 0.7% and the Dow Jones climbing 0.4%. Nothing too crazy, but in reaction to a 25% tariff being placed on materials, this is quite significant. And the real winners, AI and tech stocks. Nvidia surged nearly 3%, leading the way in AI infrastructure plays on Monday. With AI demand still booming, companies investing in next-gen computing are seeing the biggest upside. On Wednesday, February 12th, midweek, we got fresh inflation data, with the CPI, Consumer Price Index, rising 3% year over year, slightly above expectations. This unexpected bump fueled speculation that the Federal Reserve might hold off on rate cuts longer than anticipated. The bond market reacted instantly, with Treasury yields rising as investors adjusted expectations. Higher inflation means tighter monetary policy, which could impact stocks in the coming weeks, especially those reliant on lower borrowing costs. And on Friday, to wrap up the work week, Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. By Friday, markets had shaken off concerns and were pushing towards record highs. The S&P 500 finished the week up 1.5%, while the Nasdaq surged 2.6%, largely driven by tech and AI stocks. Growth stocks showed resilience, especially as investors bet on companies leading the AI revolution. Nvidia, Meta, and other AI players were among the week's biggest gainers. Berkshire, on that same day of Friday, had many moves themselves. As always, Warren Buffett's moves give us a window into how one of the world's most successful investors is positioning his portfolio. Here's what Berkshire Hathaway did this week. The banking sector reduction. So Berkshire Hathaway actually sold 117.4 million shares of Bank of America, and they increased stakes in their positions at Domino's Pizza, the Pool Corporation, in Petroleum, SiriusXM, and VeriSun. And they completely exited their Ulta Beauty position, as well as their S&P 500 ETF trust and Vanguard S&P 500 fund, VOO, which I am invested in. The key takeaway, Buffett is reducing exposure to banks and shifting full focus toward consumer goods and energy, showing more confidence in sectors resilient to economic swings, breaking away from the greater market and doing his own thing in this move. On Saturday, February 15th, the international front, global markets followed the U.S. lead, with Chinese and European stocks rallying. A big part of this was AI-driven optimism and shifting trade dynamics as to do with tariffs, helping lift sentiment abroad. So tariffs are actually placed on memorandum, all the ones currently being looked at by the Trump administration. So this is quite big news for this week, and my portfolio, as well as I'm sure a lot of others, unless if you're a bear, have bounced quite high in response to this, and we'll see how long this rally can go into the following week. With the AI boom spreading worldwide, international markets could provide even more opportunities in the coming months. Overall, that's a wrap for this week's update. Markets are heating up, and we're in a critical phase where tech, AI, and Buffett's portfolio moves could shape the next big trends into 2025. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let me know, are you buying into tech stocks, or are you playing it safe with defensive sectors such as Warren Buffett? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you.